Hello everybody, it's a great honor for me to be featured on Medicine Mommy's YouTube channel. Alyssa kindly asked me to share a bit about my coping strategies to stay sane during this pandemic. When she initially asked me, my first reaction was, not really sure if I am keeping sane, but nonetheless I will gladly share a few tips that I keep at the back of my mind every day. Just a bit more about me. I am a Hermanus based GP and a mom of two little people, age 3 and 1. My husband is also a doctor, and during this pandemic I'm actually a stay-at-home, work-from-home mom. I'm not working in GP practice on the front lines, as they say at this moment, just because my husband is a specialist physician who works with the sickest of the sick of the COVID cases, or who will be. So we decided that at this stage I will be working from home, doing virtual consultations and telephonic consults just to protect our children. I also run a little food blog, food and wellness blog from home, which is called Wholehealthily. It's still in very early stages. I have an online meal planner available, just made my life much easier, especially during that time, but I'm not really here to talk about that now. So a few of the things I thought of when I thought of coping strategies during this time, I'm just going to try and structure my thoughts so not to bore you. I will keep it in points. So point 1 is lower your expectations and don't sweat the small stuff. I think this is really important, especially for me. I'm a type of person who love a clean house, who loves structure, and who don't love unexpected things. And this is all so unattainable at this stage. So just relax a bit about it. Your house will be clean one day again. You will have more routine and structure. This is not the time to sweat about the small things. If it's really going to cause life and death, yes, worry about that, but anything less than that, really, just let it go. Number 2 is find a routine that works for you. I don't know if you are a routine or a non-routine mom. I am kind of in between. I don't like the word routine, I like the word flow. And believe me, children just do better with some kind of a routine. You're welcome to disagree with me, but they like to know what's happening next. And I promise you, it will cause less meltdowns. So every day we have more or less of a flow. What's going to happen? It doesn't happen the same every day, and sometimes I jumble things around a bit to see what works best, and sometimes I gauge the mood. But it's very important to also try to see what works for you. For instance, and that's a point I will get to later, I love exercising. I can't go exercise now, but I can exercise from home. Then it's difficult with 2 kids, so when can I structure it? It's most likely possible to do it when my son, who's still 1 year old, naps in the morning. So what am I going to do to keep my toddler busy? Well, she keeps herself busy then. She finds it hilarious when I work out, and if she loses interest, then I will use screen time as a tool, because that time is important for me. Just an example. So play around, see what works, but don't get overwhelmed by everyone who's sharing their vigorous routines at this stage. You do you. You do what works for you. Then I come to my last point, which is find ways for self-care, which is practical at this stage. Make a list of what you can do and what will be good for you. For instance, and I'm sharing my own things obviously again, I love exercising, for instance, and I find it as a good way to blow off steam, but I can do little home workouts. I love having clean hair. Finding time to wash my hair and blow dry it is just impossible now, but I can, for instance, wash my hair while I'm bathing the kids. They think it's entertaining. They find washing hair less scary for themselves, and by the time they're in bed and I have to blow dry my hair, it's virtually air dried. So yeah, lots of time that I would have spent on something I actually gained. I love making healthy meals. I find it as a creative expression, so I make time for that. I hate planning meals, so I made an online planner just to help me and hopefully to help other moms. I love gardening. That is practical. It can be done now. So just think a bit. I mean, what are things you can do? you can put a face mask on while your kids are at home. They will really think it's funny. You can read in the evenings, you can watch your favorite show. So lots of us moms kind of feel a bit trapped, which is probably fine, but just be practical about it, and there will be ways in which you can, just fill your own cup. And then last but not least, just remember, this is temporary. This is not the new normal. This is the new normal for a short while, and then we will get through this. And just try to focus on the good, and try to focus on the lessons we can learn as women, as moms, as humanity during this. And this will still soon pass, and I promise you, you are going to make amazing memories with your children. So thank you so much for your time and for listening. I hope this helps one person at least. That's it from my side. Bye.